Welcome to another session, and in this session we'll learn how we install R and RStudio. So installing R and RStudio is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We install R and RStudio normal way as we install other software. So if you want to install R, we will first of all install R. Install R, you head to your favorite browser and you type or you search cronproject.org. So if you run cron.rproject.org is the URL. It will show you this pen or this window. So depending on your operating system, if you're using Linux, you're using Mac, or you're using Windows. So I'm using Windows. Click on Windows. Then it will take me to this R for Windows. I'm installing R. If you're installing R for the first time, you click there and you click this. It will appear here, so it's starting one download. So one download in progress. So after installing R, you head to your downloads folder, and here it is. So you run as an administrator and you complete the few steps of installing R. So after installing R, you can check how it looks like the R without RStudio. And here it is R. So you can run it, you see how it looks like. And here it is, it will show you the console. So the console is where you write your codes. So for example, I can say 1 + 1 or 1 + 1, and that the output is 2. So you can as well ask, is 1 really equals to 1? So I'm asking a question, is 1 equals to 1? So that's a logical 1 is equals to 1, so that should be true. So it is true. So this is how the R looks like. So writing our codes in R is not advisable. Actually, it's not that good. So we have to install RStudio, which is an interface for R, where it makes writing codes on R much easier. So we'll go and install RStudio. And installing RStudio is pretty straightforward. So you first have to download it, and if you want to download it, this is the URL. You head to pusit.co /downloads. So after going there, it will show you this window, and so you'll download this one for free. So after clicking download, it will pop up here, and it will tell you it is downloading. So after that, you go to your downloads folder, look for it, you run as an administrator, and you complete the few installation process. It won't take you much time, so long as you have an internet connection. So after installing R, you can open RStudio. So after opening RStudio, this is how it looks like. So it will show you 3 pens. It will show you this pen, which is called what is called the console. So this console is actually the same as this one. It's still the same. So as you can see, what is shown here is exactly the same as what is shown here. So what is shown the console for the first time is the R version. So the current version is 4.3.2. So this is what is called the console. So the console is you can write your codes in the console, but it is not advisable to write your codes in the console. So this is where the output of your code will be shown. Then this is what is called the environment, the history, the connection for the tutorial pane. So the environment will show you the current objects that you have created. The history will show you the history of the codes that you have written, connections, and the tutorial. And then this is what is called the files, the plots, the packages, the help, the viewer, the presentation pane. So as the name suggests, it shows you the files that are available in your machine. This one will show you the plots. For example, if you want to plot something, for example, you can say a plot using the plot function. So you want to plot maybe x is equals to concatenation of 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, then y is equals to c concatenation of 1 2 comma 3 4. Then you run that, and here is the plot. So these are, it will show you the files, the plots. It will also show you the packages that are available. This is the help. It will show you the help command. For example, you can type if you want a help, for example, of a certain function. For example, help mean. I want to know more about the mean function. So I run that. Here it is. It is showing me it performs the arithmetic mean. So it's a generic function that performs arithmetic mean. So that is the environment. This is the files, plot, package, viewer, pane. So as I've said, it's not advisable to write your code. For example, if you want to delete this mean here, it is not possible. So where you write your code is a pane called the source editor. And how do you find the source editor? You can come to file, new script, and here is the new script. You can as well create this by Control-Shift-N in Windows operating system. So as you can see now, there are 4 panes here. So there is the source code of the source. The source is the source pane. This is the console pane. This is the history or the environment. This is the files or plots of the package. So that is how you create the new new source. So if you want to rename this source, as you can see, this is untitled 1, this is untitled 2. So you come to file, then save as. Then you provide the name. For example, you can say maybe this is maybe intro, maybe introduction 1, introduction _1, and you save it. As you can see, it is named. So what if this appearance does not appeal, or it's not appealing to you? So you come to tools, global options. So here it shows you several settings that are available in RStudio. So these are the general. So this one shows you the version. This is the current version of your R, and it also shows you the location where it is located. You can change it. This is the default working directory. We'll talk about working directories in the course of this session, in the course of the in the next in future tutorials. So finally, then is the console settings, then the appearance. Now in appearance, where you change the font size, you change the theme, you change the zoom. So for example, the theme that you want, you can change from sky to modern, and the zoom. So if you want to zoom maybe to 150, so as you can see, it has been zoomed. You can reduce it to 100. It is reduced. Then the editor font, you can change the editor font. For example, this editor font is this, so you can change maybe to that, and you can see it has been changed. You can change to any font you want. For example, you can change to that. Then the font size, you can as well increase or reduce it. So you can increase it, you can reduce it. Then there is the helper pen. This is the helper. This is the helper. This one is the helper pen. So if you want to increase or reduce this help font size, you can as well increase, you can as well reduce it. Then there is this editor theme. You can change the theme that you want. For example, you can go to clouds, you can go for that, you can go for that, go for that, you can go for that, any one that is appealing to you. And remember to take care of your eyes while changing this editor theme. So you have to ensure that it will not interfere with your maybe your vision. So that is about the appearance. So after finishing that, you click on apply, and then you click on OK. So that is how we can change the appearance and the appearance in of our pens in RStudio. You can also go to you can as well change the arrangement of these pens. For example, you want this pen to be here, this one to be here. So you come to pen layout. So which pen do you want to be the first? For example, I want maybe the environment pen to be the first. I click on that, then I click on apply. And as you can see, the environment has been moved here. So you can as well change it back to the way it was. I click that on the source, be the first, and I click on OK, and it has been changed. So you can as well maximize this, minimize it, you can change. So you can as well use, for example, if you want this the first pen, that is the source code, you can as well Control-Shift-1. It's Control-Shift-1. As you can see, it has shown you the source. You can change Control-Shift-2, Control-Shift-2, and that is this one will show you the console. Control-Shift-2 again, it will return to the normal. Control-Shift-3, Control-Shift-3 again, normal. Control-Shift-4, Control-Shift-4 to normal. Control-Shift-5, Control-Shift-5 return to normal. Control-Shift-6, Control-Shift-6. And remember, these shortcuts are for Windows. Control-Shift-7, and then as you continue up to Control-Shift-9. So Control-Shift-1, back to where I was. So basically that is introduction to R. So as I said, it's good that we write our codes here. For example, so I say maybe, for example, I'm creating a variable x, and so this one is the same as equals to, so you can do x x. I'm assigning x to these values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then I run. As you can see, x is here. So if I want to see what is x, I run it. I can run using this one, or shift or control enter, and here it is. So that is x. I can create another variable y. So I'm assigning y. So I can use equals to y is equals to c. So maybe 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I run it. I can use the plot function now. Plot. Now plot. I can plot x. X is equals to x, comma y is equals to y. So what am I saying? I'm saying plot. This one will plot a scatter plot where my x, the value that we plot on the x the x plane of the batch of the scatter plot will be x. So it will be this x, and this y will be plotted on the y axis. So I'm plotting x on the x axis and y on the y axis. So let me run this and see. And here it is. So it is a straight line. So that, as I've said, changing here, or we can change a certain value. It is much easier than changing it from the console. So changing from the console is much difficult. It's much easier changing it from here. So as you can see, this is the history. So it's showing the history. Can as well see at the environment. So the x that we have created, which is here, and the y. So these are stored in the environment. So basically that's a basic introduction into R, and we have seen how we can install R. It's pretty much easy. It's straightforward. Then we have looked at the various panes. So this is the source code or the source pane. This is the console. This is the environment history pane, and this is the plots or packages pane. So thank you. Enjoy learning.